Hey there, West Michigan. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. It was a warm and humid Friday. We're heading into the first weekend of summer. The temperatures are really going to start to feel like summer as we get into the next few days, and a sure sign that the season has arrived. Well, this beautiful shot of the Lake Express making its way into Muskegon Lake this morning. Our photojournalist Doug caught this view from our drone. The ferry, of course, carries riders between Muskegon and Milwaukee, offering a scenic and faster route around the big lake. Of course, it doesn't have to be a beautiful drone shot. You can always send us your weather photos as well. If you want to do that, you can find me on social media, meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. When it came to the temperatures, the day hit a high of 83 Grand Rapids, 85 Muskegon, and 83 in Holland. Those temperatures just a bit above average for this time of the year, but inside our 3-degree guarantee. Told you 81 hit 83, brings the accuracy streak now to 10 days in a row with only 2 misses in the last month of forecasting. When it comes to tomorrow, look for warmer temperatures. In fact, pretty hot by the afternoon. That's why 13 Weather Ball is lit up in red with that warmer weather ahead. View of the 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. As of about 10 o'clock, temperatures were still in the 70s for most of West Michigan. Humidity sticking around too, with dew points that had risen into the 60s. In fact, the humidity going to stick around through the weekend. We'll see more 60-degree dew points as we head through Saturday. If the temperatures again pushing upper 80s toward 90. We drop the temperatures a bit as we head into Sunday, but boy, do we raise the humidity. Dew point levels come up into the upper 60s, close to 70s. It's going to be pretty muggy out there on Sunday, but of course that'll be ahead of showers and thunderstorms that'll be coming into the forecast. Tonight, though, no chance for rain. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy, temperature down to 62. For Saturday, partly cloudy, hot and humid as we get up to 90 degrees here in the city. Sunday, showers and storms move in, mid-80s for the high. Going to be breezy and humid throughout the day on Sunday as well. The radar Friday evening showed what remains of the rain off to the east. This system that came by the region today, just a glancing blow, really didn't bring much rain to our part of the state, mostly stayed off toward the eastern side over toward Detroit. But that next system that comes later this weekend, that's when we're really going to have a much better shot at seeing some widespread showers and storms here across the region. Again, rain that we really desperately do need. Hour by hour forecast here shows pretty quiet weather through tonight and into Saturday. Saturday afternoon, when you put the combination of 90-degree temperatures and humidity together, can't totally rule out a stray pop-up somewhere in West Michigan, but that would be about the only chance for rain Saturday. Chance goes away, of course, as we get past sundown on Saturday evening. We're quiet into early Sunday, but that's when the first round of some scattered showers and storms pushes in. Humidity sure comes with it. It's going to be quite a sticky day on Sunday. Getting into the afternoon and, of course, heating of the day, we flare up those thunderstorms here across the region. We'll keep a close eye on those, see if any of them get gusty. It's going to be the first chance we've had for some actual thunderstorm activity here in a bit, so certainly something to keep an eye on if you're going to be out and about on Sunday. Scattered showers, possible thunderstorms continue through Sunday night and into Monday, with more rain across the region for the day on Monday as temperatures fall. We're going to kick the week off with 70s across the region. Really noticeable difference from the start of the weekend to the start of the work week as we head through the next couple of days. This weekend, though, we'll be looking at some pretty sticky conditions, mid-80s along the lakeshore. We're going to have clean air advisories in place again throughout most of the region. You can see it for those counties and gray. They're going to be sensitive groups are the ones that we're targeting the most of those. So if you have any kind of respiratory problems, again, do use some caution this weekend. We're going to see temperatures in the upper 80s, close to 90s for our northern zones. Those temperatures 90 to upper 80s from Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures mid-80s by Sunday after that high of 90 on Saturday, dropping to just 73 for the high come Monday. Showers wrap up early Tuesday, high 71 that afternoon, but we really start to warm right back up soon after. In fact, we're to the mid-80s again by Friday, briefly cooled again by a round of showers and storms before we head back into the mid-80s with hazy conditions as we head toward the 4th of July holiday.
The 13 on your side beach and boating forecast, sponsored by AAC Credit Union.
And now it's time for your beach and boating forecast. Really looking at some good conditions this weekend. Plenty of sunshine on Saturday, and light winds means we're going to see some pretty calm waters to get out and enjoy. Waves of just about a foot or less expected across the entirety of the West Michigan lakeshore. Perfect water to get out in, and we're actually starting to see some temperatures that are, in terms of water temperatures, that are actually getting more comfortable as well. More 60s popping up, including as warm as 66 in Duck Lake as of Friday. 60s from there all the way down through the southern end of the lake, where temperatures on the buoys were reporting as warm as 67. You have to get up to the northern end of the lake to get into some of those cooler 50-degree water temperatures as of this time. We're likely going to see these temperatures continue to rise. And as you saw in the forecast, the warm days of summer are here, and so too are higher utility bills that come along with it. Many Verified viewers reached out with questions about ways that they've heard to beat the heat and also save some money. So that's why Brandon Lewis from our Verified team looked into whether or not those ideas actually work.
First up, will closing your blinds help keep your home cooler? So let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Department of Energy and Lowe's. When sunlight hits double pane windows with the blinds open, the DOE says about 76% of it turns into heat. You can help lower that number by closing the blinds. Lowe's recommends using a white blind or shade because it will help deflect more heat. The DOE says the exact percentage saved also depends on the material of your blinds. For example, an insulated shade could reduce unwanted heat by up to 60%, while using just a white curtain will help reduce the heat by a third. So, yes, closing your blinds will help keep your home cooler. All right, next up is a question I frequently ask myself when heading to work. Does turning off the AC at home when I leave for the day save money? Admittedly, the answer to this question has a lot of variables, like where you live and how hot it is outside. Generally, our energy experts recommend leaving the air on during the day. Just turn it up a few degrees. Duke Energy explains you'll use less energy keeping your home at a modest temperature throughout the day, rather than blasting the AC when you get home to try and cool the house. Nebraska's Southwest Public Power District notes turning off your AC could cause your refrigerator to work extra hard to keep food cold, which would negate any savings from turning off the air. Plus, humidity levels may increase, leading to mold, mildew, and causing damage to electronics. So, no, in general, turning off the AC when leaving for the day does not save money. This brings us to our final question about staying cool. So let's verify. Is there a right temperature to maximize savings? The DOE and Energy Star say setting the AC to 78 degrees is the ideal temperature to maximize savings when you're home. This is about 10% cheaper than setting it at 74 degrees. If you live in an especially warm area, then HVAC technicians recommend setting your AC 20 degrees cooler than the outdoor temperature to avoid straining your air conditioning. So, yes, there is a right temperature to maximize savings.
Well, now if the heat can't keep you inside, there's no lack of things to do around West Michigan this weekend. From Muskegon to Grand Haven to Grand Rapids, there's something for everyone to enjoy. First up, the Electric Forest Music Festival. Well, that's in full swing in Rothbury this weekend. The 4-day festival brings music lovers from all over the country to West Michigan. The music festival is more than just a concert with a massive art installations, unique foods, and the biggest attraction, the forest itself. Organizers shared this video of the event. Millions of dollars of lighting go into making the forest turn into its own work of art. The festival wraps up Sunday night, and visitors will be leaving Rothbury on Monday. If you want something a bit quieter, tomorrow the streets of downtown Muskegon will be full of artists and entertainers as the annual Lakeshore Art Festival returns. Craft, art, and food vendors will take over 8 blocks of downtown Muskegon Saturday and Sunday. You'll be able to find everything from jewelry to home decor to clothes and even gourmet dog treats. In addition to the art and food vendors there will be musicians, hula hoopers, jugglers, and other entertainers. Everything kicks off tomorrow in downtown Muskegon starting at 9 a.m. Down the road, Grand Haven is also hosting an annual art festival this weekend. The 3-day, 62nd Grand Haven Art Festival started today and will last through the weekend. 85 artists from across the country turned Washington Avenue into an outdoor art gallery. In addition to the art, there's also food and concessions, along with activities for children and a family fun day Saturday from 10 until 2. The festival runs Saturday and Sunday from 10 until 5. Also in Grand Haven this weekend, there will be dozens of soccer teams competing on Grand Haven City Beach. It's all part of the annual Soccer in the Sand tournament. Teams of 5 compete in a fast-paced game of soccer on the beach, and it's pretty exciting to watch as well. The tournament is Saturday and Sunday, and spectators are welcome free of charge. And a bit further down the lakeshore, the Holland Pride Festival will be taking over Centennial Park tomorrow afternoon, marking the city's 20th Pride celebration. There will be live entertainment, food trucks, an LGBTQ+ market, and so much more. There will also be a kids and family area with inflatables, games, and crafts. And for board game lovers, there will even be an inclusive Dungeons and Dragons campaign during the event. The Pride Festival is free to attend and takes place at Centennial Park from noon to 5 on Saturday. And if you're around Grand Rapids this weekend, you may notice some extra bicyclists. That's because they're out raising money for West Michigan's trail system. The Grand Fondo is taking off from downtown Grand Rapids tomorrow. Riders have 4 different route options, ranging from the 12-mile family ride to the signature 80-mile ride to Lake Michigan and back. Those putting on the ride say it's about giving people in West Michigan the best resources to live their healthiest lives.
Priority Health is committed to making sure all 1.3 million members that we have across the state of Michigan have resources to live their healthiest and best lives possible. And we believe that in contributing to our communities, we can support that. So the Grand Fondo is very important to us.
The first ride takes off from downtown Grand Rapids at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And even if you aren't riding, the community is invited downtown for the Finish Line Festival. There will be food, live music, and entertainment. And finally, tonight, you can get your kids prepared to take on the Great Lakes this summer at a swim safety event this weekend. Eta Pi Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho is hosting its 4th annual Swim 1922. Tomorrow, this event is geared toward kids ages 5 to 14. Topics include the importance of life jackets, what to do in an emergency, where and when to swim, and avoiding injury while swimming. It's from 11 to 2 p.m. at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. And now you're up to date with a long list of events to do this weekend, and of course the forecast. You can always find more information online at 13onyourside.com or by downloading the 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. For now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.